Hello, fourth graders. It's Ms. Del Vescovo. I know we're going to have a library Zoom, but I was working with one of the fourth grades today, and the teacher was talking about idioms, and I happen to have this really great book about idioms that I thought I would share with you, because I know that you also learned about idioms in third grade. So you can listen to this story if you like. There's no assignment or anything like that. It's called The Cat's Pajamas by Wallace Edwards. And as I said, it's all about idioms. The Cat's Pajamas by Wallace Edwards. Okay, an idiom is a group of words whose meaning cannot be understood from the meaning of the individual words. It's an expression peculiar to a specific language that cannot be translated literally. So it's a group of words or phrase that doesn't mean what it sounds like. It sounds like one thing, but it means something different. Okay, so for example, the more Mr. Cat sewed, the more he got the hang of it. So here in the picture, there's a mouse who's hanging, but to get the hang of something means to get good at it, to figure out how to do something. On the day of his art show, Vincent was so nervous he didn't know if he was coming or going. So here's a picture of the bird coming or going. That means he was confused. As judge of the Tiny Tot Talent Contest, Leon had to face the music. To face the music means to face something unpleasant. Maybe there's consequences to a particular choice that you made. So if somebody says you have to face the music, that means you really have to face up to something. Here's a new one. Beryl thought constantly about her big hat collection. She had a real bee in her bonnet. So that's a pretty funny picture. If you have a bee in your bonnet, it means you're really stuck on thinking about a certain thing. You're obsessed about a certain thing. You can't think of anything else. The Clothesline Club loved hanging out. Their motto was, birds of a feather flock together. So birds of a feather means people who are alike stick together. No matter where he went, Inspector Reinhold always thought something smelled fishy. So here, something that smells fishy is something that is suspicious, right? Blanche discovered that finding her way home from the party was a piece of cake. You probably heard that one when somebody said, oh, that's a piece of cake. They mean that's really easy. As soon as he started his new job, Harold's ears were ringing. So your ears are ringing. That means there is a loud noise when your ears are ringing. Sometimes people say their ears are ringing when somebody's talking about themselves. I don't know. Or somebody's talking about you. They say, oh, your ears are ringing because somebody was talking about you. But it also means that your ears were making a noise. After a loud noise, your ears feel funny. Wade had never driven a submarine before, so he couldn't wait to get his feet wet. That means to try something new, to get your feet wet. As much as the Sugar Bunnies enjoyed traveling, they were always happy to return to their home sweet home. I'm sure you've heard that expression, home sweet home. It doesn't mean that your house is made of candy, as this gingerbread house is. It means that your home is a pleasant place that you want to go home to. It's comforting, it's warm, it's wonderful, right? Although they frequently disagreed when it came to staying dry, Foxworth and Featherstone saw eye to eye. So when you see eye to eye with someone, it means you totally agree with that person. By his second time around on the Happy Hurler, Hammy was having more fun than a barrel of monkeys. So a barrel of monkeys is supposed to be really fun. So something that's like a barrel of monkeys is really fun and enjoyable. Gerard was terrible at tying bows, but Claudia could always be counted on in a pinch. So in a pinch means if you're in a bind, if you need help. You're in a pinch. The Oasis Express was running late, so Camilla had to cool her heels. To cool your heels is to try to become patient. Calm down, cool your heels. People say calm down. Cool your heels means kind of calm down and be patient. The Waddle Rockets finally began to pick up speed once Little Red got her ducks in a row. So to get your ducks in a row means to get organized. Tina's day was going great until she realized that she had a tiger by the tail. That means a big problem or something difficult to manage, because of course if you had a tiger by the tail, the tiger would probably get upset and angry and eat you, right? So a tiger by the tail means you're in trouble. You have a big problem. In order to have dinner music, Andy was forced to use his noodle. So for real, use your noodle means use your head. Think about it. Use your brain to think out a problem. Ahab didn't mind if one got away. He knew there were plenty more fish in the sea. That means there's plenty of other choices. Okay? As expected, Barney graduated with flying colors. That means really successfully. He did great. He did an awesome job. Flying colors. Horace and Shelley sometimes preferred moving at a snail's pace. At a snail's pace means very slowly, because snails don't move very fast. So if somebody says you're working at a snail's pace, that means you're working very, very slowly. After he got a frog in his throat, Bill couldn't sing a note. Okay. Let's see, I'm not sure what that means. He couldn't sing a note. Oh, a frog in your throat. That's what it is. I'm looking for the wrong thing. So a frog in your throat means your voice is hoarse, like your throat's kind of sore and your voice comes out like a little crackly, not so smooth, right, to listen to. The sight of Sir William's new painting made Anita hold her tongue. So hold your tongue means to be quiet. So she saw a painting and she held her tongue. She was quiet. She couldn't say anything. The great jazz musician Lane Poet liked to blow his own horn. To blow your own horn means to brag about yourself. When it came to cartooning, Elsie had a lot to draw on. Okay, a lot to draw on means you have a lot of talents that you can use to accomplish something. A lot to draw on, or a lot of experience. Sometimes people say you have a lot of experience to draw on. That means you've got a lot of experience with something and you can pull from one of your experiences. Florence often felt bored surfing, but it was easier to just go with the flow. So go with the flow means just go along with whatever's happening pretty calmly. You don't worry about it. You just, whatever happens, happens, and you go along with it. And the last one, Princess knew that when everything comes together just so, it's truly the cat's pajamas. The cat's pajamas is something that's excellent or outstanding. If somebody says you're the cat's pajamas, that's really a compliment. Okay, I'm going to just hold up this last page. This has definitions. If you wanted to read them, you could read them to yourself. I'm going to leave that so you could like pause the video and you could read about each idiom. But I thought that was a really fun book. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you get the idea of what an idiom is, and I'll see you in our Zoom. Bye.